Hello dear student, welcome to our Oxford English Medium channel. Today I am here teaching you the chapter 9th standard chapter, Lines and Angles. It is a geometrical chapter and so many basic things are given in this chapter. Which things we have to learn in this chapter? Firstly, the introduction, angles in daily life, basic terms and definitions, points, intersecting lines and non-intersecting lines, perpendicular lines, angles, parallel lines, transversals and angle formed by the transversal. These things we have to discuss here. Now firstly, the basic concept in geometry is point. As per the coordinate geometry, point is the position or location of the anything or any object. If you consider more than 2 points, at that time there are two possibilities. If the points are collinear or the points are non-collinear. Firstly, what is the collinearity of the points? If 3 or more points lie on the same line, they are called as the collinear points. Now here 4 points are given, A, B, C, D, and from these 4 points a single line can pass through that points, and that's why we can say that the given points A, B, C, D are the collinear points. If the single line cannot pass through the given points, at that time you can say that points are the non-collinear points. All these are the basic things in geometry. Firstly, the line. This one, it is a line which is non-bounded in both the sides. Second part is segment, which is bounded in both sides, and segment has a specific length, 2 cm, 4 cm specific length segment has, but line is not line does not have the specific length. Again, ray is also the part of line. Now here ray is bounded in only one side. Here the difference between ray and line segment is bounded in both the sides. It has 2 endpoints which are fixed, but in ray only one endpoint is there which is fixed. In the other side it can be extended. Again, you can consider there are two possibilities for lines. Lines may be intersecting lines, or lines may not be the intersecting lines. If the lines are intersecting, this type of structure is given for the lines, and if the lines are non-intersecting, at that time lines are the parallel lines. Here we discuss parallel lines separately. Two lines on a plane that never meet, they are always the same distance apart. कोई भी दो लाइंस आप कंसिडर करते हो तो वो दोनों लाइंस, इफ दैट लाइंस डज नॉट इंटरसेक्ट, मीन्स वो कभी भी एक दूसरे को इंटरसेक्ट नहीं करती है, एट दैट टाइम दैट लाइंस आर कॉल्ड एज द पैरेलल लाइंस. एंड इफ यू कंसिडर द परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस बिटवीन दैट पैरेलल लाइंस फ्रॉम एनी पॉइंट, at that time you will get the same distance from any point. Now here consider these points. This one, it is the perpendicular distance. It is also the perpendicular distance. It is also the perpendicular distance. All these three perpendicular distance are same if the lines are parallel. If the lines are intersecting lines, there is one single intersecting points, and if the lines are parallel, they never meet each other. Now if the lines are intersecting and angle between both the lines is 90 degree, at that time you can say that both the lines are perpendicular lines. Here angle between these two lines which are intersecting lines, this angle is 90 degree angle, and that's why you can say that these lines are perpendicular lines. Next basic concept in geometry is angle. An angle is the union of two rays with a common initial point. कोई भी दो rays, consider here first ray and here the second ray, and these two rays, here point A is the common point between both the rays. This common point is called as a vertex of the angle. These two rays are called as the arms of the angle, and Combination of these two rays forms an angle. Now types of angles. As per the angles, you can consider if the measure of angle is less than 90 degree, at that time it is a acute angle, this one. If the measure of angle is exactly 90 degree, then it is called as a right angle, and it is more than 90 degree, then it is called as a obtuse angle. And if measure of the angle is exactly 180 degree, then it is called as a straight angle. And measure of angle is greater than 180 degree, less than 360 degree, at that time it is called as a reflex angle. These are the types of angles. Same figures are given: right angle, obtuse angle, acute angle. These are the diagrams of the angles. These are the measurements of obtuse angle: 135 degree, 174 degree, 117.8 degree, 110. All these angles are more than 90 degree. That's why you can say that these angles are the obtuse angle. But here measure of this angle is 93 degree, but it is also greater than 90 degree. That's why you can say that it is also a obtuse angle. Straight angle. A straight angle changes the direction to point the opposite ways. If it looks like a straight line, it measures 180 degree, half of a revolution, or two right angles. Two right angles means 90 plus 90, that sum is 180 degree, means straight angle includes two right angles, or it is the half of the one revolution. If you consider one revolution means one circular path, at that time this one revolution is of 360 degree, और उसका half part आप consider कर रहे हो, means it is 180 degree. It is also called as a half revolution. Straight angle is also called as half revolution. These are the measurements of reflex angle: 230 degree, 231 degree, 234 degree. All these angles are more than 180 degree, and these angles are called as the reflex angle. Now new concepts are given in this chapter. These are the important definitions. These are related to pairs of angles. First one, adjacent angles. The angles are such that they have a common vertex, they have a common arm, and a non-common arm are on the either side of the common arm. These are the three conditions. Means if you consider any two angles, here consider this one angle A, B, and this one C. Let this point is D. Means here two angles are given: ABC, this angle ABC, and angle BC, CBD. In these two angles, BC is the common arm, and other two arms are the opposite of the given arm, and vertex is common for both the angles ABC and CBD. B is the common vertex. All these three conditions satisfied, at that time you can say that that pair of angles are the adjacent angles. Here the interior part of both the adjacent angle is totally different. इंटीरियर पार्ट उनका अलग होता है. इंटीरियर पार्ट में कुछ भी कॉमन नहीं होता है. ओनली वन आर्म इज कॉमन देयर, एंड द नॉन कॉमन आर्म्स आर एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट टू द कॉमन आर्म. इट इज योर कॉमन आर्म, दिस वन, और जो रिमेनिंग आर्म्स है वो दोनों, एक अपर साइड में एक लोअर साइड में, मीन्स एग्जैक्टली अपोजिट डायरेक्शन में आती है. एट दैट टाइम यू कैन से दैट दीज एंगल्स आर द adjacent angles. Next pair, complementary angles and supplementary angles. If you consider any two angles, it is not compulsory that angles must be adjacent angles. Any two angles, and sum of these two angles is 90 degree, then you can say that angles are the complementary angles. In the other way, if the sum of any two angles is 180 degree, then you can say that angles are the supplementary angles. Linear pair axiom. Now here which two angles are called as linear pair angles, and what is the axiom? Axiom means it is a rule, it is a theorem. If a ray stands on a line, then the sum of two adjacent angles so formed is 180 degree. Now here we consider the line AB. On this line AB, OC is the ray, and due to this OC, two angles are formed, angle AOC and angle BOC. These two angles are in linear pair, and sum of these two angles is 180 degree. That is the axiom. Sum of two linear angles is 180 degree. That is the rule, and it is called as linear pair axiom. Means angle AOC plus angle BOC is equals to 180 degree. What are the linear pair angles? आपने जो लास्ट वाली स्लाइड में देखी, that is the axiom, means it is the rule related to linear pair angles. Now which are the linear pair angles? A pair of adjacent angles formed by intersecting a line. एक कोई भी लाइन आपने कंसिडर की, उस पर एक रे आ गया है, तो वो रे उस लाइन के जो 180 का एंगल होता है उसको टू एंगल्स में डिवाइड करता है. दैट टू एंगल्स आर कंपल्सरी द एडजेसेंट एंगल्स, एंड सम ऑफ दैट एंगल्स इज 180 degree. That are called as the linear pair angles. Means here two conditions are included. Linear pair angles are adjacent angles and their sum is 180 degree. Both the conditions are important. Now the last part of this chapter is parallel lines and transversal. Now what is the transversal? Parallel lines तो आपको पता है, the lines which do not intersect, that are called as the parallel lines. Now what is the transversal? A transversal intersect two or more coplanar lines each at a different point. कोई भी दो लाइंस को अलग अलग पॉइंट्स में इंटरसेक्ट करने वाली जो लाइन है, दैट लाइन इज कॉल्ड एज द ट्रांसवर्सल लाइन, एंड दैट ट्रांसवर्सल लाइन फॉर्म्स डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ एंगल्स विद द गिवन टू लाइन्स. दैट टाइप्स ऑफ एंगल्स आर करस्पॉन्डिंग एंगल्स, alternate exterior angles, and interior angles on the same side of the transversal. These are the four types of angles formed by transversal. We discuss these angles separately. First one, interior angles on the same side of transversal. Now here two lines are given and the transversal is also given. These are the two lines, line L, line M, and suppose this N is the transversal. At that time this transversal forms the angle, here angle 1 and angle 2. Both the angles are in the interior side of the lines. ये जो L और M है, इनके इंटीरियर पार्ट में जो एंगल्स फॉर्म हुए, दैट एंगल्स आर एंड दैट आर आल्सो इन द सेम साइड. अभी वो दोनों एंगल्स आपके राइट साइड में है, means angle 1 and angle 2, these are called as the interior angles on the same side of transversal, and the property of that angles is sum of that angles is 180 degree. Angle 1 plus angle 2 is equals to 180. Similarly here angles are formed. These two angles are also the linear angles, interior angles, and sum of these angles is also 180 degree. Means two pairs are formed if the transversal intersect two lines, and if the lines are parallel, their sum of these interior angles is 180 degree. Now the next type is alternate interior angles. These alternate interior angles, if you check angle 1 and angle 2 from figure, position of these angles is exactly opposite and direction is also opposite. Means transversal is given, ट्रांसवर्सल के दोनों साइड में, अपर और लोअर साइड में दोनों एंगल्स फॉर्म हुए हैं, और उनकी जो पोजीशन है वो भी लेफ्ट और राइट ये दोनों इसमें आ जाती है. इफ़ यू कंसिडर द इंटीरियर एंगल्स ओनली ऑन द सेम साइड, बोथ द एंगल्स आर ऑन द सेम डिरेक्शन, but here alternate angles are totally in the opposite direction, upper, lower, left, right. This situation is formed at that time. You can say that these angles are the alternate interior angles. Both the angles form in interior side, that's why we can say that alternate interior angles. And if you observe that alternate interior angles also form the shape of Z. Z shape को form करते हैं. It is easy to understand which type of angles are given, easy to recognize. These are the alternate interior angles. Next, the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles means these angles are on the same position. Means if you consider two lines, here line M and line N is given. Check the position of angle 1 and angle 5. If you consider both the angles, angle 1 and angle 5, both the angles are on the upper side of given two lines. दोनों जो लाइंस आपको दी है M और N, उसके अपर साइड में दोनों एंगल्स है. अगेन यू इफ यू चेक द पोजिशन ऑफ द लाइंस, if you consider the transversal, then both the angles, angle 1 and angle 5, are in the left side of the transversal. Means in any way the position of both the angles is same. At that time you can say that angles are the corresponding angles, and total 4 pairs are formed there if the two lines are given. Angle 1 5, it is your first pair. 2 7, it is 3 7, it is your second pair. 2 6, it is your third pair, and 4 8, it is your last pair. These two angles which are on the lower side and in the right side of the transversal, position is same in any way, that angles are called as the corresponding angles. अल्टरनेट एक्सटीरियर एंगल, लास्ट स्लाइड में हमने अल्टरनेट इंटीरियर एंगल्स देखे थे. सेम कंडीशन, दीज एंगल्स आर also satisfied, but only one change is there. These two angles are formed in the exterior side. That's why you can say that these are the exterior alternate exterior angles. Angle A and angle H, these are the alternate exterior angles which are exactly opposite side of the given lines and transversal, but both the angles form in exterior side. That's why these are the alternate exterior angles. Same angles we check here. Alternate interior angles, 2 pairs of alternate interior angles are there. Now one property related to interior angles on the same side. The sum of the, if the lines are parallel, then sum of these two angles is 180 degree. One more pair. These angles form when the two lines are intersecting. Last pairs जो देखी थी आप, non intersecting lines के लिए वो angles form होते थे. Now these are the pairs of angles formed by intersecting lines. If two lines intersect at a point O, here AB and CD intersect at O, then the angles formed by intersection, there are two pairs. This one, angle 1 and angle 2. This pair is called as vertically opposite angles, and the other pair is there, angle 3 and angle 4. These are also the vertically opposite angles, and these angles are equal in measure. Means angle 1 is equals to angle 2, and also angle 3 is equals to angle 4. Vertically opposite angles are equal in measurements. Exterior angle of a triangle. One more important property, if you consider triangle ABC, here side of triangle ABC, side BC is extended. This part is extended. After extending the side of any side of the triangle, one angle is formed there. That angle is called as exterior angle of the triangle. Now here measure of this exterior angle is equals to sum of its remote interior angles. Remote means these angles जो पास में नहीं है, जो दूर है. अल्टरनेट एंगल, एक्सटीरियर एंगल जो आपको दिया है, उसका जो क्लोज का एंगल है वो छोड़ के जो रिमेनिंग दो एंगल्स है उसकी सम, मीन्स एंगल ACD इज इक्वल्स टू एंगल A प्लस एंगल B. इट इज़ द प्रॉपर्टी, इंपॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ ट्रायंगल्स, एक्सटीरियर एंगल प्रॉपर्टी. One theorem related to triangles. The sum of the angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Means if you consider any triangle, there are 3 angles formed, and sum of these 3 angles, angle 1 2 3 from figure, sum of all these 3 angles is 180 degree. Proof is also given, but it is not in syllabus now. Now here we discuss all the theoretical part of this chapter. In the next video we will discuss about the examples given in this chapter. Thank you.